Welcome back to Career Power Hyderabad, powered by Adda 24/7. Students, today we'll see the important MCQs. But before going into the session, please subscribe our YouTube channel, share the channel with your friends. Do download the Career Power Hyderabad app. We provide coaching for Bank, SSC, RRB as well as for SI Police Constable. So please download the Hyderabad Career Power Hyderabad app. We'll provide the link in the description. Let's go into the first question. So Abiy Ahmed has been appointed as the Prime Minister of which of the following countries? Abiy Ahmed has been appointed as Prime Minister of which of the following country for the second term? The answer is Ethiopia. So Ethiopia's ruling party, the Prosperity Party, was declared the winner of the last month national election with a landslide victory. So with this victory, the Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed will get a second 5-year term. So the National Election Board of Ethiopia said that the ruling party has won nearly 410 seats out of the 436 seats contested in the federal parliament. So it's a great achievement for the Abiy Ahmed party. So even though Abiy Ahmed has drawn a lot of criticism for his handling of conflict in the Tigray region, so but a lot of people have supported him in the election. So he won the election. So Abiy Ahmed is the new Prime Minister of Ethiopia. Please remember. Ethiopia capital Addis Ababa and Ethiopia currency Ethiopian birr. So please remember all these points. Next question, who among the following has won the Commonwealth Points of Light Award? Who among the following has won the Commonwealth Points of Light Award? The answer is Syed Othman Azhar Maksouzi. So Syed Othman Azhar Maksouzi is the winner of the Commonwealth Points of Light Award. So he is an Hyderabad hunger activist who feeds the thousands of people every day by his food drive called The Hunger Has No Religion. So he was given this UK's top award. So every day he will feed nearly 1500 people. So this award is mainly given for outstanding personalities who are making a change in the society. So he started this initiative. If you see the details about this person, he started this initiative when he saw a poor woman in Hyderabad Old City. He talked to her and he came to know that she was hungry. So he started feeding her near the Dabripura flyover in the Old City. He saw a lot of people without food. So he initiated this Hunger Has No Religion initiative. So with his NGO, Shiny Welfare Foundation, in 4 other cities in India, Bengaluru, Raichur, Cuttack and Golpara. So he is serving food for the people. Nearly he is serving 1500 people every day. Okay. He also launched this campaign called Do Roti campaign, where people in Hyderabad, they need to carry extra food so that they can give the people who might need them. So if every person, he is motivating people to carry extra food so that if they find anyone who need food, they can distribute the food to these people. Okay. So very simple. So let us see points about the Commonwealth Points of Light Award, which was launched in 2018. So this award will be presented by Queen Elizabeth II to thank the inspirational volunteers across all the 53 Commonwealth nations for the difference they are making for communities. So one outstanding volunteer from each of these countries will be recognized with the award. So these are the details of the award. So next, which team has won the Copa America 2021? Which team has won the Copa America 2021? The answer is Argentina. So Argentina beats Brazil to lift the Copa America 2021 trophy. So Lionel Messi led this Argentina to beat Neymar's Brazil with 1-0 to win the Copa America final match, which was held in the Maracanã Stadium, Rio de Janeiro. So with this win, Lionel Messi has secured his first major international trophy. So Copa America are also called as CONMEBOL Copa America. Till 1975 it was called the South American Football Championship. From 1975 it is called the Copa America. It's a main men's football tournament contested among the national teams from South America. So mainly from South America. It is the oldest running international football matches and also the third most watched. So this matches will declare the champions of South America, and from 1990s North America and Asia also participating in these championships. So please remember all these points. Next question, World Population Day is observed on. World Population Day is observed on 11th July. World Population Day is observed on 11th July. The main aim of the day is to raise awareness about the impact of growing population, including gender equality, importance of family planning, poverty, maternal health and human rights. The theme for this year is Impact of COVID-19 pandemic on fertility. Theme, remember, impact of COVID-19 pandemic on fertility. So the United Nations has set up a population fund and a population division, mainly to plan programs and coordinate with other agencies in order to highlight and disseminate information about the population control measures. According to statistics in 2011, there are 7 billion, and now up to date it is 7.7 billion roughly population in the world. Huge population. So we need to have population control, otherwise it will lead to lot of differences in the society. So United Nations Population Fund headquarters is in New York, and which is established in 1969. Remember all these points. So whom did Ashley Barty beat in order to win her maiden Wimbledon title? So whom did Ashley Barty? Say Ashley Barty belongs to Australia. So it is her first Wimbledon title. So she bet whom among the following? The answer is Karolina Pliskova. So Karolina Pliskova from Czech Republic. So Karolina Pliskova was defeated, and Ashley Barty has won the first woman Wimbledon title. Her first woman Wimbledon title. So this is the list of Wimbledon Championships 2021. So please by heart the list. Mainly remember men's and women's, very important for us. Men's singles is won by Novak Djokovic of Serbia, and women's singles by Ashley Barty of Australia. Please remember these 2 points. So Wimbledon is one of the 4 Grand Slam tennis tournaments, and the other 3 are Australian Open, French Open and US Open. So this tournament started in 1877 at all the All England Club in Wimbledon, London. So in all the All England Club stadiums, these particular Wimbledon matches will be conducted. So Wimbledon is one of the 4 Grand Slam tennis tournaments. Okay, the other 3 are Australia, French and US Open. So please remember all these points. Twitter has recently named whom as their resident grievance officer for India to follow the new IT rules. So Twitter has recently named whom as their resident grievance officer for India to follow their new IT rules. The answer is Vinay Prakash. The answer is Vinay Prakash. So Twitter announced Vinay Prakash as their resident grievance officer. So earlier Jeremy Kessel from California was appointed as the grievance officer, but it does not compel with the rules in India. So that is why they replaced Jeremy Kessel with Vinay Prakash. So please remember Vinay Prakash. So according to the IT Intermediary Guidelines and Digital Ethics Code Rules 2021 in India, all the social media platforms over 50 lakh users, they need to have 3 personnel: chief compliance officer, nodal officer and grievance officer, and all must be residents in India. So remember these points. Twitter formed in 2006 and Twitter headquarters San Francisco, California, USA. So please remember all these points. So next question, United Nations declared which day as the World Malala Day to honor the young activist Malala Yousafzai. So United Nations had declared which day as the World Malala Day to honor the young activist Malala Yousafzai. The answer is 12th July. So 12th July, the birthday of Malala Yousafzai is declared as the Malala Day, the World Malala Day. So this day commemorates to honor the women and children rights across the world. So on October 9, 2012, Malala Yousafzai was shot in her head by the Taliban gunman after she publicly advocated for education of girls. So despite the attack, Malala soon returned to the public eye with fierce advocacy for gender rights. So if you go into the details, there are a lot of details. Try to remember all the details, important for your examination. She established the Malala Fund, which is a non-profit organization to help young girls to go to school. She authored a book called I Am Malala and also Malala's Magic Pencil. So her felicitations, her awards, if you see her awards, a lot of awards were given to her. Prize Simon D. Beauvoir Prize, also Shakrov Prize, Peter Gomes Humanitarian Prize, Anna Politsky Award, International Prize for Equality and Non-Discrimination. Multiple awards were given to her. So try to remember all the awards. And very important is the Nobel Peace Prize. At the age of 17, she is the youngest ever recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. UN Messenger of Peace. So the youngest messenger of peace. Just a minute. Just a minute. So she also wrote another book about herself and the refugee girls she met in her campaigns, and the book is titled "We Are Displaced: My Journey and Stories from the Refugee Girls Around the World." We are displaced. My journey and stories from refugee girls around the world. Okay, so these are all the things about Malala. So please try to remember these points. Very important. Okay, so the World Malala Day is established on 12th July, which is the birthday of Malala Yousafzai. So the young woman who fought for the advocacy of education of girl rights in the Pakistan region. So please remember all these points. Okay, all her awards, try to remember. She is the youngest recipient of the Nobel Peace Prize. Very important. Please remember all these points. So next, who among the following has won the Wimbledon Championship men's title 2021? Who won the Wimbledon men's title 2021? The answer is Novak Djokovic. We already discussed. So Novak Djokovic of Serbia has won the men's title, and women's title by Ashleigh Barty. So please remember all these points. So in which state India's first cryptogamic garden has been inaugurated? In which state India's first cryptogamic garden has been inaugurated? The answer is Uttarakhand. So in the state of Uttarakhand, the first cryptogamic garden was inaugurated, mainly in the Deoband area of Dehradun district in Uttarakhand. So here 50 different species were grown. So nearly in 3 acres of land, these 50 different species of cryptogams were grown in this region, and it is present nearly at 9,000 feet. So it is located in the district's Chakrata town and inaugurated by the social activist Anup Nautulya. So please remember all these points. India's first cryptogamic garden is established in Uttarakhand with 50 different varieties in Dehradun district, and the town is Chakrata town by Anup Nautulya. Nautulya has inaugurated this particular garden. So what are cryptogams? Cryptogams are nothing but they are hidden reproduction. So referring to they don't have any flower, they don't have any seed. So no seed, no flower. So they are non-seed bearing plants. Cryptogams are non-seed bearing plants. Very simple example of cryptogams are very simple, like algae, bryophytes like moss, liverworts, lichens, ferns, fungi. These are all the cryptograms. Algae, bryophytes, moss, liverworts, lichen, ferns and fungi. These are all simply cryptograms. They are like hidden production. They don't have any seed, they don't have any flower, but they grow automatically. So this garden is established to maintain eco-balance, ecological balance, to maintain biodiversity. This garden was established in Uttarakhand. Also remember the governor of Uttarakhand, Baby Rani Maurya, and the newly appointed chief minister of Uttarakhand, Pushkar Singh Dhami. Please remember all these points. Next question. Union Minister Nitin Gadkari inaugurated India's first private LNG facility plant at. So Union Minister Nitin Gadkari inaugurated India's first private LNG liquefied natural gas plant at. The answer is Nagpur. So Union Minister has launched this India's first private liquefied natural gas plant in Nagpur. It is present on the Nagpur-Jabalpur highway and established by the Baidyanath Ayurvedic Group, which are the makers of Ayurvedic medicines. So this LNG is very clean, pollution free and cost effective liquid fuel. Mainly it is easy to store and to reduce logistics cost. And only in India up to now there are only publicly run LNG stations. So the ONGC, IOCL, only they are running LNG stations. For the first time a private LNG facility will come up in Nagpur. So also remember Maharashtra Chief Minister Uddhav Thackeray, Maharashtra Governor Bhagat Singh Kosharia. So please remember all these points. Next question. P.K. Warrior, Dr. P.K. Warrior has recently passed away at the age of 100. He is associated with which fields? Dr. P.K. Warrior, he passed away at 100. He is associated with Ayurvedic. So he is a famous Ayurvedic practitioner. So he is a veteran Indian Ayurvedic practitioner. He is a very good name, respected name in the Ayurvedic field around the world. So at the age of 100, he passed away. So he was recently affected with COVID, but he recovered from COVID. But this COVID led to an urine infection. Finally, it led to his death. So he is also the managing trustee of the Arya Vaidyashala, which is a healthcare center located in Kottakkal, Kerala, which is mainly known for its expertise in Ayurveda. So he is called the Dain of Ayurveda, the Dain, the great personality of Ayurveda. He was honored Padma Shri and Padma Bhushan, and his autobiography is Smriti Parvam, won the Kerala Sahitya Academy Award. So please remember all these points about him, very important. Dine of Ayurveda, Dr. P.K. Warrior. So next question, name the Bangladeshi cricketer who announced his retirement from Test cricket. Name the Bangladeshi cricketer who announced his retirement from Test cricket. The answer is Mahmudullah Riyad. So Mahmudullah Riyad, he announced his retirement from Test cricket. So his announcement was very sudden. In the middle of Bangladesh one-off test against Zimbabwe, he announced his Test cricket. So he recently returned to Test cricket after 18 months and he scored his career best of 150 in the first innings against Zimbabwe. So he is the 10th batsman in Test cricket to score 150 or more runs in a retirement match. So his Test career started in 2009. He played nearly 50 tests and scored 2,914 runs from 94 innings with 5 centuries and 16 50s. So he also bagged 43 test wickets and he is going to now play only ODIs and T20s. He is retiring from test. He will now only play one-day internationals and T20s. So please remember, so the Bangladeshi all-rounder Mahmudullah Riyad, he announced his retirement. So remember, Bangladesh capital Dhaka, Bangladesh currency Bangladeshi Taka. Dhaka capital, Taka currency. Please remember, very easy. Next question. Name the author of the book The Ramayana of Sri Guru Gobind Ji. Name the author of the book The Ramayana of Sri Guru Gobind Ji. The answer is Baljit Kaur Tulsi. So Baljit Kaur Tulsi is the mother of Rajya Sabha MP and a noted lawyer KTS Tulsi. So this the Ramayana of Sri Guru Gobind Ji was handed over to PM Modi by KTS Tulsi himself. You can see in the picture. KTS Tulsi handed over the first copy of the Ramayana of Sri Guru Gobind Ji. So this book, the Ramayana of Sri Guru Gobind Ji, was written by Baljit Kaur Tulsi, the mother of Rajya Sabha MP KTS Tulsi. This book is published by the Indira Gandhi National Center for Arts, and PM Modi also shared a audio of Gurbani Shabad, a recital by KTS Tulsi himself. So he did this recital. So please remember all these points. Who among the following has won the Wimbledon Junior Men's title? Wimbledon Junior Men's title. See the question. Junior Men's title. It is an Indian American, Shamir Banerjee. So Indian American Shamir Banerjee has won the Wimbledon Junior Men's title. He defeated Victor Lilov of America itself. So these both Americans. So one is Indian American Shamir Banerjee and the other one is American. Both of them went into finals. It is for the first time since 2014 an all-American conclusion has went to the boys single event final. Okay, so that is about this news. So Shamir Banerjee, please remember, Indian American, Wimbledon Junior Men's title, his first title. Okay, so last question for today. What is the theme of World Population Day? We already discussed. What is the theme of World Population Day? The impact of COVID-19 pandemic on fertility. The impact of COVID-19 pandemic on fertility, we already discussed. Okay, so these are all the MCQs for today. So please subscribe our YouTube channel, share the channel with your friends, join the Telegram channel. The PDF is only present in the Telegram channel. Do download our Career Power Hyderabad app. We provide coaching for bank, SSC, RRB as well as SA Police Constable. So that's it for today. We'll meet in the next class. Thank you one and all.